What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to TTP Sports, and for people that are watching on the painted lines, man, the Phillies are a very stressful bunch, aren't they? Man, these games are boring. They were boring. They were stressful. Aaron Nola was exciting. Offensively, if you're looking for any type of offense in both of these games, they were just nothing. Nothing to show for it whatsoever. And, the Phillies constantly blowing leads because apparently that's their new thing at this point. Even though that's the Phillies have been doing that the entire season. And it's funny, too. I just realized this stat that I think Jim Salisbury posted on Twitter. The Phillies have blown over half the leads that they've had this year, or save opportunities, actually. I think it's like 15 out of 33 that they've blown. So, yeah, it's not that good. It's not good. That basically describes how bad this team has been this entire season, how mediocre, the bad this team has been. Yeah, it's not good. It is not good at all. You wasted in Game 1 of this doubleheader a very, very dominant performance by Aaron Nola, tying Seaver's record for consecutive strikeouts with 10. He almost had it, but Pete Alonso had to ruin that entire opportunity to get that 11th consecutive strikeout. But besides Aaron Nola, it was like after the first two batters of the game in Game 1, it looked like Aaron Nola didn't have his command. Like, oh, God, here comes another Aaron Nola poor start. But then after that, two runners in score position, Aaron Nola strikes out the rest of the batters in that inning. Then he strikes out more. Then he strikes out more. Then he strikes out more. And we're like, where's this Aaron Nola been? Where has he been the entire season? Where has he been since the complete game? But hey, I love it. I love watching it. And you know why? Because he's also providing all the offense in Game 1. Man barely missed a home run by a couple of inches. It barely missed the top of the wall. And you know what? He gets an RBI double. The only run for the Phillies in this game. And Marchand, too. Marchand played in Game 2. I'm getting way ahead of myself. But still, I think JT had the other hit in the game for the Phillies. But still, just... yeah, the only hits in Game 1. 2 by Nola and 1 by JT. Nothing else. Absolutely nothing else. You had a 0-0 lead. Then you go into the bottom of the 7th inning. Jose Alvarado, he had a jam in the 6th inning. He managed to get out of that. But then, defensive blunders in the final. It's still weird saying bottom of the 7th inning being the final inning. Because baseball and their stupid ways to try to shorten the game with these doubleheaders. And it's funny, too, because these doubleheaders felt like they went on for long periods of time. They definitely did. But I digress. Errors in the final inning of the ball game that came back to haunt the Phils incredibly. Jose Alvarado, yeah, there's blame on Alvarado, too. Maybe he threw the ball way too high, but Rhys Hoskins has to catch that ball. He has to catch it. GA high, he could jump for it, and the sun's glaring in his face. Why isn't he wearing his sunglasses? Put your sunglasses on, dude. The sun's in your face. Put them on. Maybe you would have saw the ball. Maybe reach up a couple of feet. Just jump a little bit. The guy would have been out. Just lift your feet a couple of inches. Land on the base, and he would have been out. Easy, simple, but no. Phillies defense has to make it 20 times worse and ruin Aaron Nola's chance to get the win in that game. Ruin it. Because the Mets, they get people on base. Francisco Lindor drives in the game-tying run. You go into the bottom of the 8th inning. Phillies, they can't get anyone on with the, that runner on second base. They can't drive him in. Cannot whatsoever. You go into that bottom of the 8th inning. It's really easily because they decided to intentionally walk Pete Alonso, and then Dominic Smith gets the walk-off hit. So, can't get anything done. Can't get anything done in that first game because it sucked. And stat-wise in that first game, there's nothing to talk about stat-wise besides Aaron Nola's perfection. Goes 5 1/3 innings, 2 hits allowed, 1 walk, 12 strikeouts. How do you not get? He basically got the Jacob deGrom treatment. Provides absolute perfection. And his team only musters 1 run, and he was the one that drove in that run. It still bothers me. And he also just missed a home run too. So he would have drove in 2 runs if he got that bomb. Still, he does all of that. Drives in your lone run, and you can't win for him. Man, oh man. Alvarado came in, pitched an inning and a third, allowed 1 hit, 1 run. The run was unearned because of the error of Rhys Hoskins. 1 walk and 2 strikeouts. Suarez came in to try to get the job done. He got out of that 7th inning, came in for the 8th inning, and allowed the walk-off hit to Dominic Smith, which was allowed on a hit, and it was a run. It was unearned because I'm not sure why the run was earned, and I completely forget at this point. There was a walk allowed by Suarez as well. And in terms of runners in scoring position for the Phillies in this game, they were over 6. They left 8 runners on base. And looking at the lineup today, there's a lot of zeros on this game one for the lineup-wise. Odubel Herrera continues to struggle. He went 0 for 4. Rhys Hoskins goes 0 for 4. Bryce Harper goes 0 for 3. And Rhys Hoskins and Bryce Harper both had 2 strikeouts. JT Realmuto had 1. He was the only batter of the main lineup to get a hit in this ball game. He goes 1 for 3 with a walk. Alec Boehm goes 0 for 3. McCutchen had a chance to hit in this ball game as a pinch hitter. He goes 0 for 1. Jankowski started this ball game. He goes 0 for 2 with a walk. Ronald Torreyes goes 0 for 3. Nick Maton goes 0 for 1 with 2 walks and a run scored. And Aaron Nola with 2 hits in this ball game and an RBI. Your pitcher is the one that's driving in all of the runs. Yeah, and that's your game one. The Phillies lose 2-1 in extra innings. It still feels weird saying extra innings in a doubleheader. I'm going to say that consistently. The more doubleheaders this team plays in, it's going to make me pull my goddamn hair out with how many times I got to see this team play in double innings. Well, not double innings, doubleheaders. Man. My brain scrambled, folks, after watching this team the entire goddamn day. It definitely is. So you go into game 2, and you're not expecting much because you have Matt Moore on the mound. And honestly, I was expecting, okay, you can't win with Aaron Nola doing what he did in game 1. Oh, you're definitely not winning with Matt Moore on the mound. You're just not, because it's going to be a bullpen game. The Mets are going to lay them up, and it's not going to be a fun time. But it was the complete opposite. The Mets offense was lifeless. Matt Moore was actually decent. I'm like, what is this? What is this? But then the Phillies offense, they can't hit Pederson for some reason after. Like, seriously, the first meeting this season they had against Pederson, they lit him up. And ever since then, they can't hit him. I don't understand it. Was he just nervous to play the Phillies the first time and then completely settled in? I have no idea. I have no idea at all. But still, the Phillies actually got a run from not the pitcher. Bryce Harper hit a bomb. But then also, before I even skip over this, Andrew McCutchen with an incredible play early in this ball game. Mets had a chance to go on the board, home run, but no. Andrew McCutchen, man, leaping up, making this outstanding catch. And you see Matt Moore jumping up and down, saying, "Let's fucking go, Cutch." And then you got Andrew McCutchen in the outfield going, doing a little shrug. Yeah, he knew what he did there. He definitely knew what he did. I forget which inning was that in. Yes, it was it was Albert Almora that hit that ball in the 2nd inning. It did take an umpire review because for some reason the Mets thought it was a home run, but Andrew McCutchen caught the ball. I'm going to say it, but Andrew McCutchen caught the ball. I will take it. I don't know if it hit the wall, bounced into his glove. It looked like it hit more of the glove when it bounced back into it, but it looked like it hit the backside of his glove, then went back into the palm. So I would assume it's a catch. So it was a catch, so I don't care any more or less. So Matt Moore was pretty solid in this ball game. Yeah, the Mets had their chances with runners in scoring position. They had a lot of chances with runners in scoring position today. They weren't able to get it done. Matt Moore, pretty decent, even though he didn't rack up many strikeouts. He was getting a lot of outs. And thankfully for that play by Andrew McCutchen, he had a pretty solid outing in this ball game. And the Phillies, their lone run through the normal innings of this ball game, Bryce Harper hitting another solo bomb into the bullpen, making it 1-0 Phillies. And the Phillies, they don't have that many chances to score many runs in this ball game either because, they only have 3 hits once again. 1 hit by Bryce Harper and 2 hits by Rafael Marchand. Yeah. And the run they scored that took the lead in the extra innings, that was on a fielder's choice. So, yeah, the Phillies offense was completely dead in these first 2 games of this doubleheader. Completely dead. But hey, they won. But let's go to where, once again, the Phillies blow the save. Archie Bradley comes in. And you also got to make sure in the first game when Alvarado came in, he is apparently the new labeled closer. That didn't work out. So now I can understand you're not going to use Alvarado 2 games in a row, so you have to throw someone in there for that closeout opportunity. It was Archie Bradley's turn for it, and it didn't work because he allowed a lot of base runners, the bases loaded, and James McCann got the sac fly to tie the ball game. Also, before I get into what happened more in this top of the 8th inning, we forget when the Mets tied it in the bottom of the 7th inning, another reason to what led to the Mets getting all those people on base, to leading to that James McCann sac fly, Alec Bohm with another error at third base, where it possibly could have been an easy double play for the Phillies. And you know why? Errors come back to haunt the Phillies in both games when they have a chance to close it out in this doubleheader. So yeah, Rhys Hoskins, Alec Bohm, not good at the corners, are they? So, let's go back to the top of the 8th inning. Odubel Herrera, 1 out. Got Jankowski at third. Odubel grounds it to the third baseman. He makes a mistake. He bloops the ball, and he only is able to get Odubel Herrera out at first base, and Jankowski is able to score, which allows the Phillies to take a 2-1 lead. So you get that 2-1 lead, you go into the bottom of the 8th inning, and who else but Hector Neris comes out in the bottom of the 8th inning? And he actually gets the save. He gets a 1-2-3 inning for crying out loud. Well, and there you go, Hector. Never doubted you. And the Phillies win the second game of the doubleheader, 2-1. So both teams win these games 2-1. Not much offense, pitching, mostly dominant, I would say. And if we go to the pitching stats for the Phillies in this ballgame, Matt Moore, 5 solid innings, only allowed 3 hits, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. A lot more than you could ask from Matt Moore in this ballgame. No one expected this. I didn't. The Phillies probably didn't expect this, but hey, he gave you a ball game. He gave you a chance to win, and that's exactly what he did. Connor Brogdon came into this ball game after Matt Moore. 1 inning pitched, 1 hit allowed, did his job. Archie Bradley comes out for the 7th inning, and he blew the game. He allowed a hit, an unearned run because of the Alec Bohm error, a walk, and a strikeout. Hector Neris comes in for that bottom of the 8th inning. He struck out 1 and went the full inning. So kudos to Hector Neris for not blowing the save. Again, thank you. Thank you, Hector. Thank you. So, let's go to the bullpen. Not the bullpen, the freaking roster. The lineup for today. Odubel Herrera goes over 3, but he had that RBI ground out in the top of the 8th inning, so I'll take that definitely. Rhys Hoskins, another over 3 game in this one. He also struck out once and walked once. Bryce Harper with that clutch home run. 1 for 3 with the RBI. He also scored a run on that home run. Andrew McCutchen goes 1 for 2 with a walk and a strikeout. Alec Bohm, 0 for 3. Luke Williams goes 0 for 3. Ronald Torreyes goes 0 for 3. Rafael Marchand with the other lone 2 hits in this ballgame. He goes 2 for 3. Jankowski, he was in there for pinch running. He didn't have a hitting situation in this game. Brad Miller, he also batted in the extras of this ballgame. He went 0 for 1. And in terms of runners in scoring position, the Phillies didn't have that many. Not many. 0 for 3. And they only left 4 runners on base. So yeah, offense for the Phillies was just non-existent. Not with Aaron Nola, you already know. Aaron Nola was the only guy to drive in a run in the first game. And your offense, thank God Bryce Harper hit the home run, and thank you for Odubel Herrera for driving in Jankowski in the 8th inning. Thank you. I am... Man. I hate watching this team. I hate it. 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 It's not fun. It's stressful. It's annoying. It feels like a chore. Because this team does not provide any excitement. It doesn't. Thank you, but thank God for Aaron Nola. He provided excitement. The offense did not. Did not whatsoever. So, you split the doubleheader. You get 1 win out of the first 4 games. But you have 2 games left. Tomorrow and Sunday. And guess who you're facing on the mound tomorrow? Jacob deGrom. You are not winning that ball game. But for some odd reason, I just feel this down and deep in my gut. For some reason, the Phillies offense was so lifeless in both of these ball games. Watch them light Jacob deGrom up. It's definitely not guaranteed because Jacob deGrom has been on a complete different level this year. MVP caliber. He's definitely going to win the Cy Young, but MVP caliber this season from him. But knowing the Phillies, because they're just uphold weirdness and just unpredictability. Well, they're predictable unpredictability, I would say. Watch them light up Jacob deGrom. Just watch it. Watch it. Hopefully, I don't think they will, but you never know because it's the Philadelphia Phillies. You also have a game on Sunday when Zach Wheeler takes the mound, and I feel bad for Zach Eflin tomorrow because he is going up against Jacob deGrom. And yeah, not much is guaranteed tomorrow because it is Jacob deGrom. But like I said, watch the Phillies because, with their unpredictability, light them up. So please don't come to my house with pitchforks and, everything else because, I jinxed the Phillies. But, what more are we going to expect from tomorrow? So, yeah. This team, man. This team. So if we look at the standings, Phillies are still in 4th place. They are 35 and 38. Atlanta Braves, they're still in 3rd place. They are 36 and 39. Washington Nationals, they are 36 and 37 in 2nd. And the New York Mets, they are 39 and 32. Phillies, they are 5 games back of 1st place in their last 10 games. They are 3 and 7. Man, this team is not fun to watch, like I said. They are definitely not fun. Definitely not. If we look at the more of the upcoming games after this Mets series, we said before, they have that random-ass game on Monday against the Reds in Cincinnati just for 1 game. They come back home for the rest of the week, next week, play the Marlins for 3 games, 3 the Padres for 4th of July weekend. So, tough stretch. Definitely a tough stretch. And these next 2 games are definitely not guaranteed. It's probably a guaranteed loss tomorrow, I would say. Guaranteed loss because it's Jacob deGrom. So, let's see what they can do. Let's see what they can do. Can the offense wake up? Probably not, because it's the Phillies. So, man, oh man. Phillies, am I right? Definitely. So, I think that's where I'm going to leave it because I'm losing my mind. I am really losing my mind right now. So, I'm going to leave it off there. So, what are your thoughts, everyone? Your opinions on these double headers? Aaron Nola's performance, Bryce Harper, the Phillies' just ineptitude to keep the lead, everything. Don't forget to leave your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section as always. Don't forget to like on this video. And for people that are here on the Painted Lines, don't forget to subscribe here at TTP Sports. And for people that are watching on my channel, don't forget to check out the Painted Lines. Everything, their links will be in the description below. Don't forget to check out Broads Media. That link will be in the description below, and don't forget to check out the links to the Florida Podcast merchandise website and the link for Flyers Nitty. That link will be in the description below as well. A lot of links. Definitely go check them out. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, everyone. And I will see you next time.